activity started. As the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
Okay, ready? 42, Spider.
Out of the gun, they give it to the back. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Larson. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on! They've got him down. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So Marshall's offense has the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Lawrence. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd down coming up after the completion. To the air. It's Raymond. Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get into conference play, it means a lot every single week.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He's not going to get there. Short on 4th down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play. In
the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, it's Raymond. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Marshall needs a near miracle on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Unloads quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here on third down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Marshall will try to convert on 4th down as we open the period. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Marshall will try to convert on 4th down as we open the period. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a...
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
Check.
Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Still looking, on the move. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. To the air, it's Larson. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working that left side now.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Handoff to the lone back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off play action. Starts to scramble to the left. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Leaves it with the back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The give to the back. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Why not trying to get it in? Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hall. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Make magic with his feet. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he's got some space. They marked him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field. This one's complete. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Raymond. Snagged out of the air. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I give credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch, nice catch.
Now the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. He'll set up to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He makes the catch inside the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast. I mean, they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down. And now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Off the play fake. Makes a grab past the marker. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced the second down and goal.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Raymond. He wants it all. Touchdown, Herd! Fired in from the red zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced. Use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Snags it quickly on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. From the gun on third down. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Coates. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there.
Here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Coates. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Scanning the field, it's Larson. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to throw, it's Raymond. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Trying play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Marshall will will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The kick is on its way. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The play action fake. Got his man quickly. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
Salt.
Looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Offensive odyssey. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 35.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. To the air, it's Larson. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They